I'm really scared, you know. I'm not gonna cry, because I'm too scared to cry.
No,
It won't come
no.
out. Oh,
We'll just do a rehearsal. Put your hand up.
I'm never gonna do this again.
Look at me. Rivers, look at me. You look beautiful. Tell me your name and what you do.
We're not doing it, are we?
No, this is a rehearsal. This is a rehearsal.
Hardly, I can't talk.
Go on. What's your name?
My name is Rivers Bartow, and I'm a ground hostess at O'Hare International Airport. And my question is, I really don't think you like us, ground hostesses. I don't feel that I was a hostess once, and I thought we didn't get recognition then. And now we get no recognition whatsoever, except what we do bad. And that really doesn't help. Every day you come to work, and you don't really have anything really to look forward to except the people themselves. And one person tells you to do one thing, and one tells you to do another. And as big as O'Hare is, and as many management staff that come to you and tell you what you do wrong, by the end of the day, you don't want to see anybody. And I just feel...
Morning, gentlemen. My name is Bill Barton. I'm a ramp serviceman here at Baltimore, Friendship Airport. I've been employed by TWA for approximately 9 years. I have a couple questions to present to you, gentlemen. I think you should receive some stern answers. Number one, communication here at Baltimore absolutely stinks. At any level here, as far as management is concerned. Whenever a problem is presented, of any nature, it's never followed through. Another problem along the same lines is the secrecy of everything that goes on concerning the airline industry from upper level to the bottom level. As an employee, I feel that I deserve some answers along these lines.
Ray Klein. I'm a customer service agent here at Baltimore, and I've spent nearly all of my 7 years with TWA right here in Baltimore. I do have a complaint. It concerns the service that we give the passengers, and I hope that you use these opinions from agents and other persons to realize what our problems are. In the first place, we are in a service industry. We are in a very competitive industry, and here in Baltimore, we don't mind competing with United and American, but it certainly defeats the purpose to be competing with our own company in Washington National Airport. If you look at the schedules comparing the two, you'll see that the scheduling is ridiculous.
I'm a mechanic, Baltimore. My question is, when are we going to clean? We need to take care of the little minor squawks which influence the passengers. Reading lights, gaspers, that sort of thing. All those little things have to be taken care of, or we're going to have disgruntled people, and we're going to go somewhere else.
My name is... That we're losing a lot of money, and of course I'm worried about it. It's my livelihood too. And what I want to know is, are we going to go bankrupt or what?
Chief at Kennedy Airport. My question is, there's many good jobs that are, excuse me. All right, there are many jobs that are available that people out at the airports are qualified for, and they're not given the opportunity to show themselves. And my question to the board would be, why aren't they given the opportunity to prove themselves?
Ray Reuter, supervisor at Domestic Cargo. The question I have is, when we purchase equipment to be used, why people that deal with it directly aren't consulted before it's bought or purchased. As much as I think that staff would purchase the equipment, then we would have to use it as it is. Possibly if they were to speak to people before they actually purchase it, modifications could be made to it before it's actually put into use.
Yes, sir, ma'am.
Laura Scrott. I'm an international hostess, and I have one question to address to management, and that is, why is TWA unable to measure up to industry standards? When I speak of industry standards, I mean salary, vacation time, and layover time.
My name is an old cliche, but I think that there are just too many chiefs in this company.
Even while flying on a plane, there's so many people you have to speak to before something can go through. And I think that's the main problem, and the pay is outrageous compared to most other airlines for hostesses.
My name is...
Operation Clean Slate was started just recently, and with the December schedule change, we have approximately 122 schedule changes in addition to what we just changed in Clean Slate. My question is, why do we have so many schedule changes after a major schedule change?
My name is Garrett Isaacs, and I'm an in-flight hostess for TWA. My question is, why isn't our advertising any more appealing than it is? Everybody hums a song from somewhere, but not a TWA song. Everybody thinks about the beautiful girls on an airline, but not a TWA airline. That's about it, really.
What would you do?
What I think we should try and show something along the lines of a TWA hostess's service, because that's the main thing that the passengers are interested in. Or have some kind of song again that's catchy, that people think about when they get in the terminal, because that's when they start to think, well, fly the friendly skies, or something along those lines, you know. And that's what makes an airline, at least that's what I think.
Fine.
My name is Mel Yarkey. I'm a Chicago-based first officer. My concern, like a great many other people in this airline, is with the morale factor. As pilots, we have an opportunity to see a great many of our people doing a great many different jobs on this airline. And I think, along with a great many other people, I'm concerned with their feelings toward their job and their company. We have in this organization the equipment, the route structure, and everything necessary to run everybody in this industry scared. I think this kind of thing has to be engendered from top management, and I'd like to see something done about it.
My name is Christine Ball, and I'm stationed out of the Chicago reservations. I think in order to be a better sales agent, we should know more about our other airports outside of our own station in order to make the connecting times and the availability for the people and to give them all the service that TWA wants to give to our passengers.
Hi, my name is Diane Brown, and I work in Chicago on the reservation office for general sales. Our title is considered a sales agent, and my question is, if we are considered sales agent, I feel it's difficult to sell a product when we haven't tried it, and this I'm speaking mainly of the 747. I think every agent should have the opportunity to fly the 747.
My name is Jim. Why we are so understaffed. By this I mean we advertise a new service, ambassador service, and I think it's a tremendous idea. But what good is a new service if you can't give the passenger the service? In O'Hare Field, it's quite common to work a 747 with one agent, or a lot of our other...
My name is Bob Gus. I'm a captain JFK, and I'd like to know, since we have the best airline, personnel-wise, equipment-wise, service-wise, and I do a lot of deadheading around, and I get a chance to compare, and I'm sure we do. How come we don't have a better economic picture? I have friends at my home that are United pilots, American pilots. They're always getting on my back about how much money did you lose last month, Gus, and all that. So I'd like to get back at them and let us give them a profit picture for a change. After all, I think that's the whole idea.
I think they should...
Customer service agent, Wichita, Kansas. My question is, why isn't there a closer tabulation kept on the meals, but on flights inbound to Wichita and other stations? For an example, I monitored one flight that terminates Wichita nightly. For several nights now, there's been anywhere from 25 to 30 meals extra on board this flight, which is a complete waste.
Alpha, Mr. Terry Armstrong. I work in stores, and I'd like to know whether they're going to get new equipment or what. A lot of these trucks have no heat, with parts are missing, windshield wipers, no horns. That's it.
This is Jack Hall, customer service agent in Wichita. I would like to know when we can expect to have computerized reservations like some of our competitors. My name.
And all the great programs that we've got going now, our grooming program and our new ambassador service, in a time that we're supposedly broke, where's the money coming from?
I think Bozic, we're in flight now on flight 355, going to Los Angeles. As I understand it, we have 67 vice presidents. With that many people in management, in control of this company, you'd think we'd have a heck of a good airline. I don't feel we do. I think there's a terrible lack of communication between management and the people who service the aircraft. I think that the people who are in management should get out and ask the flight crews what they think should be best for the services, rather than just making decisions on their own.
Diane Potts, Spears. I'm Los Angeles-based hostess, domestic, flying the 747 for the month of November. I have two major complaints. One is that they have just started the new ambassador service, which to me is an expense that at a time when they're laying off our fellas that I thought could have been cut back on. Again, before our new contract became into effect, the company was saying that they couldn't afford to pay us the salaries that we wanted to be paid, and yet they were refurbishing the entire interiors on the Boeing 707, and they were buying all new china for our first-class services.
The management is why we have so many 747s. I think if we'd started off with 4 or 5 for the first 2 years, which would have been plenty for the number of seats that have to be filled by the public. So
our passengers' personal belongings and baggage are permitted to stand outside in the rain with no protection at all. We're wondering why we're losing passengers and revenue. I think this is a prime example. Thank you.
As far as I'm concerned, when the Up, Up, and Away theme song went, the advertising went right down the tubes.
The name is Sheila Roscoe Figge. I'm a Los Angeles-based hostess flying the 747 the month of November. And I would like to know why the 1694 complex was set up like it was, because it's very inconvenient. There are more passengers in the E section than in the D section. You have 2 galleys to work out of in the D section, and it's inconvenient for the girls working in the E section. And the bar carts are really a disaster. You have to be a muscle man to get these to operate. And I think the girls really look ridiculous trying to move these things around, and it's really a joke for the passengers to be watching.
I think I might say it's kind of dopey is to split the crews when we're on our layovers, because they say they don't want any fraternization, no trouble going on. Well, if the crews want to fraternize, whether they're 5 miles away from each other or right next door, they're going to fraternize anyway, and they say that the morale of the company is really low. Well, it's no wonder, because you fly with the crew so seldom you don't get to know them. And I think, again, in emergency reasons, it would be important, because if you need a helping hand from your crew members in an emergency, if you can't remember what they look like because you never see them because you're too busy during the flight, how are they going to help you in an emergency if you don't know what they look like?
Thank you.
Right.
They're like a natural resource, this company. They can either make us or break us. We do a little bit up here, it's true. A good landing helps, but your hostesses, I think, need pats on the back more frequently. And you people, spend your $1 million instead of getting these stupid ballots out to us once in a while and make us look like a bunch of jerks. Send $1 million worth of those letters, real letters from the passengers, back to these girls and get them back. Let's get the morale back. This is what we want. This is going to be our airline. Thank you.
My name's Diane Roger, and I fly 747. And all I can say is that I've been around too long to believe that the company's really going to do something. I hope that you do. That's it.